Do your thoughts get louder at night and stop you sleeping? When you want to sleep, you've been tired on the run up to bed, and your thoughts just keep you awake, and often worrying and anxiety levels rise because you then become anxious about not sleeping. Well, here's how to get a sense of quiet and inner peace so that you can sleep more easily and stay asleep through the night. So settle in comfortably so that your body is resting, and stay with me. I'll get to the key in a minute. But first, it helps if your mind understands what's going on. Then the solution will make sense to your brain and will make a difference. Right now, if it's bedtime, your mind might be producing thoughts, images, memories, plans, or quite often worries or anxieties. And that anxiety can build as you feel the amount of time to get a good, refreshing sleep is getting less and less, and you begin to worry about the effect it will have on you tomorrow. So it doesn't work to try and stop those thoughts. That inner voice, it can get louder at night as the brain loses external input and starts generating its own. So what you can do is to change your relationship to the thoughts so that they stop keeping you awake, and I'll tell you how to do that. You don't try to clear your mind or do anything like that. Instead, there's a way to let the thoughts exist without, in a way, pulling you into them. So instead of following the thoughts or worries, take this simple step. Silently, just in your brain, in your mind, label them as thinking. Not with any emotion, just neutrality, just recognizing them for what they are. Say to yourself, thinking, and take a breath. When you notice the thoughts coming back, you say to yourself, thinking, and slowly breathe in and out. And you'll have to do this quite a few times until your brain recognizes that you can rest at a distance from those thoughts. Thinking. It will happen a lot. But when you notice and create that small distance between you and the thought, thinking, and return to the here and now with your breathing, you're giving a clear message to your mind that the thoughts can be separate from you, and that now is the time for you to rest. So remember to notice thinking. And then the next thing you can do is imagine that the thoughts are happening in the background of your bedroom. They're not inside you. Think of it as though they were coming out of your head and into the room, and then passing through the room and out of the window. It's as if you could drop any thoughts on a cloud and let the air carry that cloud away through the window and gone. So you just imagine the thought coming out of your mind, dropping it on a fluffy white cloud that drifts away from you. And there'll probably be a whole series of these clouds floating through your room and out of your window. So simply notice if, say, one thought seems louder or more insistent. Drop it on a slightly larger cloud or a fluffier cloud. And then that thought is safe to drift away. And as you return to your breath, with that slightly longer exhale compared to the inhale, as you imagine the thoughts drifting out of your mind and flowing through your room and out of the window. Yes, thinking, and let the thought go. You're giving your mind something simple to do with the thought. Once you notice thinking, and you separate from thought and let it drift. And you return to the breathing and the sensation of your body in the bed. Feel the weight of your body comfortably resting on the bed. Notice the points of contact between you and the mattress, just noticing in a detached sort of way. And all the while, when you notice the thoughts, thinking, and let the thought detach and just drift away, bobbing on a fluffy white cloud further and further away. It can be quite amusing to watch a whole series of thoughts drifting away as you breathe and notice how your body feels. And in that detached sort of way, the thinking will slow down naturally, because you're reducing your involvement with those thoughts, as it were. They're there, but they've just got smaller as they drift further away. So every time a thought appears, thinking, detach the thought, let it drift away, and return to breathing and your body. Thinking, when the thought tries to pop back in just as you are relaxing, detach the thought and let it go. And breathe. Thinking, there it goes again. That's fine. Detach the thought and let it go. And breathe. And know that you may tonight have to repeat this process 10, 20, 30 times or even more, but when you do, on all future nights, it will be much quicker to notice the thinking, detach the thought, let it drift away, and breathe and sink into the mattress. Will happen much quicker after tonight when you're training your brain to remember what you need to do to sleep. And it feels good when you learn this simple process. It's so helpful for calm sleep. Just repeat it as often as you need, and you will sleep when you do this easy sequence. Thinking, detach the thought, let it drift on that cloud, and breathe. Sink down into the mattress and into deep, comfortable sleep.